Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can see me. We're going to get started here with antioxidants and weight loss. Let's see. Okay, I'm adding you, Lena, so you can join in on the fun. There you are. Oh,
hi.
Sideways. Which way are you holding your phone? There you are. There, not your right side. You were upside down there for a second. Okay, cool. All right, we'll give everyone just a couple minutes to hop on, and then you can start talking. I've got like a million notes. All these things I wanted to say. Okay, let's get these in order. Hey, Ashley. Thanks for joining us. All right. Get all my little notes in order. Hi, Valerie.
Look at my horse car. My horse car's built.
Good.
Look at this.
Why don't you go play over by your sand pile? Go play by your sand pile for mommy, please.
Yay.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, Steve. Thanks for joining us. About one more minute and then we'll get started so the playback isn't super long for those who are going to watch later. But not my valor. I get nervous doing live videos, believe it or not. I'm like a ball of stress before I do these things. All right.
Lots of stress away.
I know. I put that on my wrist while I was getting ready, and now I'm doing the valor for lots of courage. Got my clarity on for brain support. I think I'm gonna get there. So lots of good stuff. Okay, so tonight we were talking about antioxidants and weight loss, and I wanted to bring Lena on because she kind of inspired this whole topic for me and the research that I started digging into. And I wanted her to share her personal testimony with you because I think it's super powerful and she can tell it better than anyone else can. So, Lena, tell us about kind of like very quickly about your start and I'm sorry, if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at Lena because she's on the right side of my camera. I'll try to remember to look over here for you guys. But tell us a little bit about your start with your living, what has helped you the most as far as product, and then kind of your journey with weight loss and essential oils and antioxidants.
Okay, so first, I want to show you a picture.
Awesome.
And there's my before and my after.
That's awesome.
So you can see on the before side in the red shirt, I weighed a lot. I mean, I can tell you I probably weighed the most I've ever weighed in my entire life. And the after picture in the Boba Fett shirt, that is actually my son's shirt. It's an extra large. Is from like maybe 4 weeks ago.
That's awesome. What a transformation.
Yes. So back about a year ago, I was starting a new job. I had moved to Vegas. I was really taking a risk. I had worked at the same job for 9 years. I got to work from home. And when you work from home, I mean, you get pretty complacent. Everyone expects you to be online all the time, helping them. And so that's what I did. And I wasn't very active. And then when I was 44, so 4.5 years ago, I had another baby, my last one, Jeremiah. And I just never really recovered after that. So after I'd moved to Vegas, I just was very lethargic and tired. My friend Debbie had come to visit. and she saw how drug out I looked. I just looked so exhausted. And she handed me 5 packs of Ninja Red and a bottle of Stress Away. And she did that because I was starting that new job, and she, wanted me to be at my super best, like, she always does. She's my cheerleader. And so I took it home, never really thought about it. I started my job that Monday. I used my Stress Away. The Ninja was somewhere in a pile in the house. Tuesday I went to work, and I was falling asleep. I mean, I'm in a meeting and my eyes are just closing because I'm just so exhausted.
Right.
Wednesday morning, I took the Stress Away, and then I remembered my Ninja, and I went and found it, and I took that, and I didn't realize it until like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Oh my gosh, I didn't even like get drowsy today. Okay, so this is all 5 packs. Of course, she's checking on me every day, seeing how I'm doing. And so we start talking about price. And I'm like, honey, I just moved here. I have no money. I am broke. I drained all my accounts to take this job to move here. And she's like, well, okay. She goes, well, give it a month and we'll see where you're at.
Yeah.
And I had moved into a really poor house. I couldn't afford it. So finally, she's like, I had gotten really sick, and she's like, we're going to split a case. So I had $128 in my PayPal credit, on my PayPal credit line. I gave her that. She ordered the starter kit, and we split the case in half, and I started taking it every day. And oh my gosh, I was on point every single day. I was writing, in one day I wrote 900 lines of code. I'm a software developer.
Wow.
So that's a lot. I didn't test it all, but I wrote it.
Yeah. Hey.
And I was just on fire. And I was like, okay, so this cannot be making me feel this good. It just can't be. Well, I had mentioned I had gotten really sick. And when I had gotten really sick, I had gone, of course, to the doctor because I thought I was dying. And they had weighed me.
Yeah.
Well, I had my follow-up appointment a month later, and when they weighed me, I was down 24 pounds.
Wow.
And I was like, there's no way.
How long
a
between
month.
the 2 visits? A month? Okay. Wow, that's incredible.
A month.
Yeah.
So there's no way I lost 24 pounds. Their scale had to be wrong. So I went home and I weighed on my scale. It was the exact same weight. And I was like, okay. Well, Debbie had told me, Ninja Red takes your cells, the crunchy, they're like this because they're diseased and they're not flowing well.
Mm.
And Ninja makes them like this, and they're able to communicate better with each other. So they're not squishy, they're nice and round, and they can flow, things flow. And so I'm like, well, that must have jump-started my metabolism. And of course, I did everything she told me to. I drank my gallon of water a day. I ate my protein. Whatever she told me to do, I did it. And I ran out. And now her half of the case is still sitting in my closet. I ran out, but I didn't get into her stash. And I was going to order it the next month. I'd be fine. I could get through a month. I didn't get through a month. I got sick again, like really sick. Back in the hospital for a 2-day stay sick.
Right.
And Debbie is calling me on my cell, tearing it up. Get your butt home. Start taking your Ninja again. And this time, you're not going to stop. I don't care what we have to do. You're not going to stop. So I went home and I just started taking my Ninja again. And at the time at the hospital, they put me on high blood pressure pills because I was so sick that it was raising my blood pressure really extreme. Well, like 6 weeks later, I went into anaphylactic shock because of the pills they gave me.
Right.
And I decided I'm not even going to do that anymore. And I just turned to Young Living oils, and I solved my blood pressure issues. You know, so as far as weight loss, I've lost a solid 85 pounds. 85 pounds from June of last year until today.
That's amazing.
Now, I've actually lost it in January. January is when I hit 85.
Yeah.
I have not lost anymore, but, and this is where like Adina tells you, be quiet. Adina tells you, don't trust the scale. It depends on like, how are your clothes fitting you?
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you in January, I had a pair of dress slacks I could barely get on, and I could barely get in and out of my truck. I have a lifted truck. I could barely get in and out of my truck in. They're so baggy, so I haven't lost any weight, but I'm shredding inches. They're so baggy, I can grab on both sides like handfuls of fabric. So while I may not be hitting my 90 and 100-pound mark that I want to hit before convention, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm still shredding inches.
Yeah.
I have gotten a handful of my friends to start using Ninja because they see what it's done for me. And every single person has a positive report. Last night, one girl told me she got off of her Ritalin.
Wow.
She's been on it since Christmas. Got off of her Ritalin.
Yeah.
So I have friends, you know, they'll call me, I've lost 27 pounds. I've lost 24 pounds. I've lost 17 pounds. My husband's blood work looks great. You know, he's a diabetic and he has high blood pressure, and that's all he's doing is Ninja Red.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had promised someone I would show the stars of here's my stars, people, right there. That's the triple banger.
Yeah.
You got your Ninja Red, you got your Zing, and you've got your Nitro. That's what I live with every single day. I love them. They are my friends. They help me get through the day. They help with my weight loss. They help me feel good. I have energy. I can chase after the 4-year-old. So it's just life-changing, totally life-changing.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so very much for sharing that. Like I said, this whole class and all this research really is because of you and the success that I've seen you have. I know that there's testimony after testimony of people that have success with Ninja for all types of things, and we'll kind of cover like why that happens. But the weight loss to me is so cool, and I can't wait to like dive into like the sciencey stuff to like share exactly what happened inside your body to make that happen. So thank you so much for sharing. Do you have any last little words or anything else you wanted to share before I move on to the nitty gritty?
I will tell you guys this. Ninja is not a weight loss supplement. It isn't.
Yeah.
It is a get your cells healthy so that your metabolism can start working again supplement.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do everything you're supposed to do, if you drink the water, eat the protein, if you eat good foods. I mean, I did make some strategic changes like 4 months into it. I stopped eating bread because I found out for me, bread, rice, and pasta, I don't digest them well. So I have a friend that started taking Ninja in January. For her, eating meat, she doesn't digest meat well. So she changed to a more vegetarian diet. So you have to find out what works for you. What is your niche? What can you do in your diet to find out why you're gaining so much weight, and take your Ninja Red so that it can help your body fight against it.
Yeah.
That's like the best I can say.
Awesome. That's great advice. Okay, so you're welcome to stay on and hang with me if you want, or you can pop off and just watch the video, and it's totally up to you how you want to do that.
I think I'll pop off and I'll just watch you.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, so now I'm going to get into the reasons why, and I think that you can either close out yourself. If not, I can. Okay, there you go. Okay, cool. So thanks so much for those who have piped in. Nicole and Cassandra, I see you are watching. Can everybody give me a 1 if you're watching this live? If you come and you do the replay, give me a 2 in the comments. I'm going to do a giveaway for everyone that does a 1, and then I'll do another giveaway tomorrow for those who watch the replay if they have a number 2 in there. So that's how I'm going to keep track. Hopefully I can see your comments pop up. I can see your name, so we'll see. Okay, so let's dive into antioxidants and weight loss. And Lena talked a lot about Ningxia Red, and obviously that's where we're headed with this, because that is our #1 antioxidant supplement that Young Living makes. And it's amazing, and I'm going to share with you why it's so amazing and how you can use it not just for weight loss, but for other things. But we're really going to hone in on the weight loss topic. And over the last several months, I've been watching Lena since she started, and just her posts and her stuff on Facebook, and her transformation has been super inspiring to me, specifically because I do have a weight loss goal. You know, some people, weight is not their issue. It could be something totally different. But for me, it's definitely weight. And the issue comes in for me, I found through using Young Living and going through all the stuff that I've gone through in the last few years of using Young Living, is that mine is very much toxin related. So for those who don't know me or know me well, I have 2 sons, and both of them were brought into this world with a C-section. My first one was emergency C-section, where I had a spinal tap and all kinds of things pumped into me. And I never really had major weight problems before the C-sections, before the pregnancies. Not so much even the pregnancy, but I really think the C-sections played a huge part in that for me. Because I tend to have a pretty sluggish liver, and I've had gallstones and lots of liver issues in the past. And so my body has a hard time getting toxins out. And all the medications and all the antibiotics and all the things that I was on to have my first son really was a struggle for me. And I didn't know about these oils then. This was almost 10 years ago. I was just doing the normal diet. I actually was doing like some high protein, low calorie crash diet, and I lost a bunch of weight. But as soon as I started eating like a normal human being again, I gained it all back plus another 20 pounds. So I had to lose quite a bit of weight in order to have my second son, because I had 5 years of infertility. And that was a real emotional struggle. So when you're dealing with the fact that you can't get pregnant, it's really easy to eat, because at least you can do that and you can enjoy yourself when you aren't getting what you really, really want. You can self-medicate in lots of different ways: drinking, eating, whatever. And for me, it just happened to be the easiest thing when we were young parents, was to like go out and treat ourselves to dinner, or have a Netflix and chill night. And so that it perpetuated the problem for me. And then I lost about 25 pounds, and as soon as I lost that 25 pounds, I was able to get pregnant with Moses. It was a huge deal for me, and I really wanted to have a natural birth, VBAC, but unfortunately things didn't go my way. I was super thankful that I had 2 beautiful, healthy babies, but my body took a lot in the process. And so that second C-section, not only was I 2 weeks overdue, and my amniotic fluid was extremely low, so they pumped me full of Pitocin, they pumped me full of all kinds of things, and I'm sure many of you in this tribe have experienced the same things if you're a woman and have had babies. And even at one point, they even pumped my uterus full of saline solution during the laboring process, because they wanted to get Moses to move and come through. And so I had like cold saline solution pumped in my body freaked out, okay? And so I went into the hospital to have Moses, and I came out after having a 8-pound baby and all the stuff that comes with it. Sorry, you guys. I was 25 pounds heavier than when I went in to have him. That is insane. How much water and freaking out my body was going through from everything I had been through. And it has been a struggle for me, this whole process, to get that back off again. Now, part of it is, yes, I need to be more active. Part of it, you know, a lot of it is diet related and things like that. I'm being very cautious about what I eat. But there's so much misinformation out there about what to eat, how much protein, where you should get your protein, and all this stuff. It's so confusing, and it's taken me a long time to finally get to where I am today, where I feel like I'm on a diet that is actually producing results without any extreme measures. Okay, either taking diet drugs or, you know, eating like 500 calories a day and taking like hormone injections and all the crazy stuff that I've tried in the past. And I'm recovering from that. So I take my Ningxia every single day because it helps my body sort through all that stuff that is trapped inside of fat cells. So when you take in toxins into your body through your environment, through your diet, through drugs that you might be taking, unfortunately they're in there, there's toxins all around us, so our chemical products and everything, our body has to metabolize those things. And when our body is metabolizing, it's either building something up or it's breaking something down. So when we take in a piece of meat, that's protein, it has to break it down into amino acids, and then it has to put those amino acids to work, right? So it's a lot easier if you give your body plant-based foods because it doesn't have that metabolic process that it has to do. But nonetheless, you're either building something up in your body or you're breaking something down. And during that process, sometimes those atoms, those molecules, can not replicate correctly or not process correctly, and it produces a free radical. And a free radical is basically just, it's a cell that's missing an electron. So it's an unhealthy cell. And I even have diagrams, so here's your healthy cell. These are my bath bomb / Christmas ball molds. So here's your healthy cell, right? So what happens is stuff comes in and it tries, toxins and all that stuff can permeate the cell wall. So, because most toxins out there are fat soluble, believe it or not, and your cellular membrane, this part here that protects all the stuff going on inside, is fat soluble, not water soluble, and so toxins can go right into the cell. And in order for the body to protect those toxins from entering the bloodstream and causing more damage, they get encapsulated with fat. So here's my fat molecule. This is raffia ribbon in there. So here's your fat molecule, okay? So the toxins go in and your body encapsulates it in fat and then stores it somewhere nifty, like your thighs, your butt, your hips, your stomach, wherever. An easy place to make sure it stays out of the way and doesn't harm your body any further. So the body can survive a lot longer with a little extra fat than it can with toxins free roaming throughout the body, right? So what antioxidants do, what Ningxia does, is it donates an electron to that free radical and turns it back into a healthy cell. And that's able to reproduce and replicate itself, and then it takes whatever toxins and things and disposes it through the liver and through your urine and through your bowels. So I think Lindsay Elmer or somebody gave this story to her, and I'll just explain it quickly to you, kind of how free radicals and antioxidants work. So imagine that you are going to a bar with your significant other, okay? Your husband, your spouse, whatever, your boyfriend, whatever, okay? And you get to the bar and you're having a good time, and all of a sudden you notice this woman in the corner is eyeing your man, okay? And you're like, oh no, no. Bart's laughing at me. Oh no, no, you are not taking my man, okay? You free radical, you need to find yourself another man. So what you do is you call up your buddy that's a single guy and you say, hey, we're at this bar, come down, I got someone for you to meet. And your buddy's name is Antioxidant. Antioxidant comes over and he hooks up with the free radical eye on your man in the corner, and no business happens between her and your man. So,
The bar skink.
What's that?
The bar skink.
Yeah, the bar skink. Bar skink is not going to get your man. Okay, so that's what an antioxidant does, is it comes in and it saves you from the free radical. Free radicals are always present. They're always around us. They're always in our body. But what happens is they get too much, too out of control, and it's called oxidative stress. We're literally oxidizing. If you've ever left a piece of metal out into the yard and let it rain, it turns rusty color and it starts to really crumble and fall apart. That is what's happening on the insides of our body when we don't have enough antioxidants in our diet. So, things that can cause oxidative stress, just so you know, smoking is a big one, too much alcohol, over-exercising. Exercising is actually very hard on the body, and it requires a lot of antioxidants to restore muscle mass after activity. So you want to exercise, but you don't want to over-exercise. More is not necessarily better, right? Chronic stress, if you are always stressed out. So this is where some stress away, some valor, those cortisol, those things are really crucial if you are under a lot of stress all the time, if you have a high stress job. Meditation, getting good sleep, all those things can help manage stress levels. Eating a diet in inflammatory fats, so not good healthy fats like coconut oil and seeds and nuts and stuff like that, but the fried foods, the canola oils, you know, all that stuff. Make sure that you're not intaking inflammatory fats. And then inflammatory sugars. This does not include fruits, okay? I want to put that out there. A lot of people like freak out about too much fruit. But the fruit sugars are actually very beneficial. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But we're talking like refined white sugar, pastries, like candy, stuff that has no nutritional value for you at all, okay? Too many toxins. So, you know, us women, we put on an average of 80 chemicals on our face when we're getting ready in the morning, unless you're using your Savvy Minerals and your ART system. But if you're using store-bought stuff, you're not carefully looking at every ingredient, you could be causing your body a lot of oxidative stress. A lack of antioxidants in your diet, so you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, you're not taking any kind of supplements to help you. And let's face it, in our world today, in the soil that our foods are grown in, even if we have the best of intentions, it's almost impossible nowadays to not live with some kind of supplementation, because we're busy, we're active, we don't usually have time to sit down and eat 4 bowls of spinach in a day, and so we're going to want to supplement because we want to enjoy our life and not have to worry about those kind of things. And then the other thing I want to mention is glyphosate, GMO products, non-organic products, so pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, those wreak havoc on your body. I just had a glyphosate test done, and my glyphosate levels were off the chart, and I tend to be a really good, you know, organic when I can for pretty much everything. Here in North Idaho, sometimes we can't get certain stuff, but most of the time we can get organic foods. But if you're eating non-organic meat, dairy, or eggs, if that cow, chicken, or whatever has eaten grass that's been sprayed, it doesn't get metabolized in their muscle tissue, which you eat as meat. It just passes right on through to you, and you accumulate it in your body. It is also good to know that, you know, the whole GMO certified, verified, whatever is on labels, which is fantastic. I look for that in almost everything now. But what they don't have to disclose to you is if they've dried their grains with GMO, with glyphosate, to dry the grains out before processing. Because they weren't grown with GMO ingredients like glyphosate, which is basically glyphosate is Roundup, they can still dry and process their grains with it, and it's still considered non-GMO. That makes me so angry, you guys. So just, you know, be consciously aware of things, because you're gonna get it in one way or the other. But if you can avoid, you know, non-organic things, and check the boxes like General Mills, Kraft, all those now, like on the side of their box, say made with some form of genetically modified materials. It's like super fine print, but it's on the side of the box underneath all the ingredients. Make sure you're checking that, especially for your kids. Glyphosate is killer. Yeah, you want your kids to be able to reproduce at some point, so you want to be very careful about what they take in through their diet. So those are some of the things that we don't want happening, right? And so let's talk a little bit about what types of antioxidants there are. I'm not going to go over all of them. There's 20 of them. I won't go over all 20 with you, but I want to give you the 3 categories that they fall under. So there are water-soluble antioxidants. That means they interact with, hold on, let me get my healthy cell back here. Get all my goods in there. Okay. Thanks for hanging with me, you guys. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Kimberly. Okay. So here's your healthy cell, right? Okay. So the water-soluble things can't get through the cell wall because this is made up of lipids or fat, right? But it can interact with all the stuff going on out here, which is all of your blood plasma and other fun things, right? So that's what water-soluble antioxidants are. That's your vitamin C, that's your zinc, all that fun stuff. Then there's fat-soluble antioxidants. Your fat-soluble ones are the ones that can get through your cell wall. They can permeate the membrane. This is your membrane, the outer shell. And they work on removing, clearing the cell wall and removing things out of the cell that aren't supposed to be there. And those are things like vitamin E, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, CoQ10, all of the fat-soluble ones. Points for anyone who can comment and tell me what part of the body, what organ makes vitamin K. Anybody know? If you watched Crystal's video the other night, you might know. So I'm not seeing comments. Can you see comments on your phone? They tell me. I can see who's watching, but I can't see.
I never got a notification you were even on.
Oh, okay. Hi, Michael. So Bart's gonna hop on and see your comments so I can answer any of them. So make sure if you're watching this right now with me live, you give me a 1.
Are you in the tribe?
Yeah. And if you are watching this on the replay later, give me a 2. I'm going to do a giveaway for the 1s and the 2s. Okay, so hopefully somebody there said it, but the liver is the organ in the body that manufactures your vitamin K. That is responsible for all of your blood clotting ability. Super important to keep your liver functioning so that you don't bleed to death. Okay. And then there are a couple of really magical antioxidants that are both fat and water soluble. And these can work on the outside and the inside. And it makes them extremely beneficial antioxidants for removing, sorry, making weird sounds with this, removing toxins from your body and reducing your oxidative stress, okay? So remember, when toxins come in, your body encapsulates them in fat, and in order to get through the fat, you have to use a couple of very special antioxidants that can go into the cell wall and liquefy the fat and pull the toxins out. And those two happen to be glutathione and alpha-lipoic acid. So those are what we're going to talk about real quick. We'll talk about alpha-lipoic acid. It's known as the universal antioxidant. It works both in fat and water, very unique. It can completely regenerate itself and recycles its own kind. So you don't have to supplement with ALA, alpha lipoic acid, because your body can manufacture it. You have to give it obviously the right ingredients to make it, but it can make its own. So there is alpha lipoic acid supplements out there, and if you want to try them out and see if they will help you jumpstart that weight loss a little bit more, you can start small and ramp up. I think from the studies that I was reading, the supplementation is between 300 and 600 milligrams a day for alpha lipoic acid. Now, there are some people that say they don't see any difference, and there's some studies that say after, eating a decent diet and supplementing with 300 milligrams of ALA a day, test patients were able to lose 15 pounds in 10 weeks. So it's up to you if you want to try it. I will say this, alpha lipoic acid has the ability to pull heavy metals out of your body very quickly, like mercury, okay? So you don't want to overdo it because you will have heavy metals flowing through your bloodstream. And they like to reside in fatty areas. Heavy metals love fatty areas. And so if you are trying to really shed the pounds and you're not flushing things out, then they're gonna wanna migrate to the brain. So it's where a lot of mercury resides. So just be cautious with it and go with what it says on the bottle and do your own research on that. But your body can manufacture its own. It's considered a non-essential amino acid or antioxidant. So you can get it just by eating the right foods and supplementing with the right supplements. So it can recycle itself. It can also recycle the next one we're going to talk about, which is glutathione, and it can also recycle CoQ10, vitamin E, and vitamin C, which are essential. What is it? Non-essential amino acids, which means you can't get them through your diet, or you have to get them through your diet. Your body doesn't make them. It is the only antioxidant that can regenerate glutathione, which we're going to talk about that one next. And what ALA does is it converts your glucose into energy faster. So your body breaks down the fat, turns it back into glucose, because that's what your body likes to burn for energy, right? Sugar. And so if you can be breaking this down faster, converting it to sugar, and the ALA can come in and start digesting that sugar faster, it makes your carb intake more efficient, so that your body's not storing extra, it's burning it. So ALA is really super cool. Do your own Google study on ALA and weight loss, because it will blow your mind. It also helps with human growth hormone, which naturally declines as we get older. It's why kids have that nice, smooth, perfect skin. They regenerate faster. They have lots of HGH running through their body. Things that you can eat to increase your ALA is Brussels sprouts, peas, potatoes, tomatoes, spinach, kale, beets, and carrots. All the red things especially. So
I hate to rain on your parade.
What's that?
But you've been sideways the whole time.
I have? Oh no, am I sideways?
Yes.
No, I'm not sideways here.
Did you start it in, what orientation did you start
I started it in this
Yes,
orientation.
You were sideways.
No! You guys, I'm sorry. That sucks. Okay. Well, I can't change it now in the middle of the broadcast.
You cannot.
So I'm going to just hang with it sideways, you guys. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's good enough information you're going to hang with me. I'm drinking my antioxidants. My other antioxidants.
They are calming, though.
Okay, cool. I'm seeing your comments. I don't know why my phone is giving me issues today. It's Mercury retrograde, y'all. It ends like in less than a week. Hallelujah. Okay. I could see you straight up, Lena, when you were on, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay. Let me get back to my notes here. Okay, a couple more things about ALA. If you are going to take an ALA supplement, Young Living doesn't make one, unfortunately, because you don't need to supplement it, but if you choose to, don't eat it with eggs because eggs negate ALA absorption, just so you know. And you want to pair any ALA or any antioxidant supplementation like Ginkgo Red with Super B because they are synergistic things. I'm gonna have like this since I'm sideways. Super B, all of your B vitamins, and Ginkgo Red I'll mention here in a little bit, doesn't have all of essential B vitamins, only a few. Okay, so look up ALA and diabetes because there's major links between having good healthy levels of ALA and the body's ability to digest sugars properly. And so there's a bunch of studies out there using ALA supplementation with patients who are diabetic and having lots of success. But if you are going to supplement with an actual ALA, you want to be watching your blood sugar levels because it can drop your blood sugar too low because the ALA is pretty effective with that. So just a caution for you. Okay, so let's talk about the second one, glutathione. Super excited. I need to do it like this. Okay, so glutathione is the mother of all antioxidants. It is your master antioxidant, and it is an extremely powerful body regenerator. It is made up of 3 parts. It is made up of 3 amino acids. Amino acids are what protein is made of, amino acids, right? They're the building blocks of protein. Cysteine, which is a sulfur amino acid, glutamic acid, and glycine, okay? These are non-essential, meaning that your body can make them, okay? But you can also help supplement them. If you have oxidative stress, then you definitely need to be supplementing them in. Guess which thing has all 3 of those in it? I'm sure you guys can guess. So, glutathione plays a major role in removing fat-soluble toxins from the fat, turning them into water-soluble toxins, and eliminating them from the body through the liver, kidneys, urine, and bowels. The highest concentrations of glutathione in your body are found in your liver and your gallbladder. Go figure, that's where all of your fat metabolism happens. So you definitely want to be supporting your liver. Juvatone is a great supplement if you haven't tried it for supporting the liver. Show it that way. And that way. So this is a fantastic one. If you haven't taken this one, give it a try. It's super supporting to the liver and the gallbladder. Things that decrease glutathione are your toxin loads, so putting too many chemicals into your body, either through your cosmetics, your body products, your environment, cleaning products, things like that. So the fastest way to increase your glutathione and your ALA is just by removing crap that your body can't handle, okay? And then the second thing is a high-fat diet. So I've tried the keto diet, and I had weight loss success from it. I didn't think it was maintainable, but there's a lot of people out there promoting keto, and that is my only reservation, is because high-fat diet, when you don't have enough of all of those other good things, can deplete your glutathione, and your glutathione is responsible for pretty much every metabolic process in your body. So you really need that. And in fact, they're finding that when they test patients that have chronic illness, have severe allergies, have asthma, have autoimmune diseases, have heart disease, they are finding, and cancer patients, they are finding that their glutathione levels are like next to nil. So if those people have those issues and their glutathione is low, you can put A and B together, right? So increase your glutathione, so eliminate your toxins. Make sure you're eating healthy fats, but you're not overdoing it, okay? You don't need to eat a pound of Kerrygold butter, no matter how tasty it is. There are more than 90,000 scientific articles on glutathione, so there's tons of research out there to totally get your scientific fix that you need. Like I said, it fights antioxidant stress, it detoxifies all the heavy metals out of your body, it recycles itself with ALA, they go hand in hand. Glutathione can recycle all other antioxidants inside your body, so super important because, like, for example, vitamin C is not something that we can metabolize inside of our body, we have to supplement with it, but if we don't get enough of it, glutathione can regenerate it and make it work again, so it's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Couple more things. So, other things that deplete glutathione besides toxin load and high-fat diet are sleep medications, because glutathione and ALA are responsible for melatonin production. So if you are not getting good adequate melatonin, it means those probably are low because of oxidative stress, and then you're taking sleep medications and it's just a sick cycle, and then you have to be dependent on the sleep medications. Allergy medications, Tylenol and ibuprofen. Really interesting to note, through my research about glyphosate, Roundup, they use that stuff in vaccines, and they also use it in ibuprofen and Tylenol. They don't disclose that on the ingredient label though. If you are, especially if you're over 50, if you're doing any of those things over 50, it's bad news bears, because 50 is like where your body starts to really decline in glutathione production anyway, and then you add these other things in that decrease it even more, and you're just asking for trouble. So, things that you can do to boost your glutathione and your ALA naturally and safely without having to take a bunch of extra supplements is Ningxia Red. So this stuff here. That is why Lena is having such amazing success with this supplement, because she's drinking it regularly, and it is helping her body remove the oxidative stress and cleaning out all those fat cells from all those toxins. If she doesn't have toxins to encapsulate, the fat's not needed, and it's helping her digest her carbs better and all that fun stuff. So this is a fantastic daily thing. This packet contains 2 ounces. You can do one of these a day, or you can do half of one, or you can buy it by the bottle and get yourself a shot glass and take at least 1 ounce every day. Kids can take it too, totally safe. If you're gonna give it to your kids, you can put an ounce in a bunch of water and dilute it down, or you can give them a half an ounce, whatever you're more comfortable with, but I give both my boys 3 and 10. Sam, he's 10, almost 10. He can drink a whole packet by himself. And Moses, I usually give a half an ounce or an ounce to. He's 3, so almost 4. The other thing is Master Formula. If you haven't heard of that supplement, it's basically everything you need vitamin-wise. So if you don't feel like Ningxia is doing enough for you, that has all of your vitamin E, your selenium, and all the other things that are precursors to your glutathione and your ALA production. Ningxia Red has 170% of your daily requirement for vitamin A. It has 500 times your daily recommended need for vitamin C. It also has all your vitamin E that you need in a day, and it also has vitamin B1, B2, and B6. So that's why it's really good. If you are going to pick one other supplement besides Ningxia, I would do Super B. Turn it sideways. Super B and Ningxia. These 2, okay? Super B is a little tablet. It's bright yellow. It will make your pee very, very yellow. That's totally fine. Gives you lots of really good natural energy. Super easy to take. If you're not sure what dose is right for you, I believe it says take 2. I take 1, and that seems to be plenty for me. Kids could take a half of 1. You can even crush it up and put it in like peanut butter or applesauce to get it, or blend it in a smoothie. But yeah, it says take 2 with a meal. I just take 1 in the morning when I wake up with my Ningxia, and that seems to be good enough for me. Okay, so and one other thing. So Ningxia Red, so there's 20 amino acids, or excuse me, 20 amino acids out there that are responsible for all they're the building blocks for your whole body. And and Ningxia Red contains 18 of the 20, and it contains all 9 essential, so that means things that you cannot get in, that your body doesn't manufacture, that you have to take in through your diet. It contains all of those. So it's a whole food supplement. It is made from the Ningxia wolfberry, which is the most antioxidant fruit on the planet. There's tons and tons. If you go on Google Scholar and type in wolfberry, you'll find article after article, medical study after medical study about the benefits of goji berries or wolfberries, because the Chinese have been using them for over 2,500 years with great success, and their longevity, they're living to over 100 years old. So there's tons of medical research on it. It also has blueberry, plum, sweet cherry, aronia, pomegranate juice, and then it also has essential oils, grape seed extract, orange essential oil, lemon, tangerine, and yuzu. It's sweetened just with a little bit of stevia. There's only there are 5 carbohydrates per packet. They changed that because it used to be 2 per half packet. So it's 5 per packet when you take out the dietary fiber. So good stuff right here. If you aren't taking it, if you give me a little high five if you are taking Ningxia every day. If you are not taking Ningxia every day and you haven't had a chance to try this amazing supplement, that you should have come in your starter kit. But if you didn't get a starter kit, or you didn't get a starter kit with one of these in there to try, let me know so that I can send you one, because I really want you to try it. It's super yummy. Kind of a mix between cherry and cranberry juice. So a little tart, a little sweet. I'm so bummed that this is sideways, you guys. I'm looking at your comments here. Hey, Tammy. AminoWise, yes, AminoWise is another fantastic supplement. Okay. What if you were low on vitamin D? Vitamin D, so Ningxia, no, not Ningxia, sorry. Brought it out here. Master Formula has your vitamin D in it, and also the Omega Jais has vitamin D in it. And MindWise. MindWise has all of your daily vitamin D needs. So any one of those 3 you can do, or you can get out the sunshine. Your body can manufacture its own vitamin D. You don't live in North Idaho now. We have vitamin D deficiency up here, but in Southern California, you all should be doing fine on your vitamin D. Okay. All right, thanks so much for everyone for popping on. I know this was like a ton of information, and I could just go on and on and on about how amazing glutathione and ALA are. And if you've ever seen Lindsay Elmore speak on it, she loves it too. So just remember, toxins make fat, fat hangs around. You want to give some Ningxia Red to your cells, break that fat up, and make them work more efficiently, clean them out, keep them working, keep you living longer and looking younger and healthier. So if you have any questions, I'm going to hang out for just a second if you have any last minute questions. And I look forward to those who are going to be watching on the replay. Again, I'm sorry it's sideways. It's actually right on my screen, so I'm not sure what happened there. Okay. Thank you so much. I will look at all the people who commented 1 to let me know that you're watching this live, and those who are watching it after on a replay, comment with the 2. And I will do a giveaway. If you have not tried Ningxia Red for the first time, for whatever reason, please let me know so that I can get you a packet so that you can try it. You will love it. And thank you for joining me tonight. I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.